I'm pleased to be able to bring you another preview, this time of SlurmMackenzie's new game. Now, I'm not a technically minded person, as you all know by now. I've repeatedly told you that. So I won't be able to show you the later levels. I thought showing you the early 3 levels would probably be enough. But what I want you to take notice of is the presentation. This simple screen, for instance. That green has been used in so many different monitors over the years. In fact, it pulses just a little bit. And the font has been picked very carefully. Is even catered for some of our Japanese friends who are used to using circle as the operative active button or activate button. Cool, but watch this. Hello dear human, and welcome to my robot factory. Before we start, can I ask you a few questions? Affirmative or yes? Typical SlurmMackenzie's humour. Quite nice, quite gentle. I like it. Fantastic. You're here to train my Devo robots by solving puzzles. Choose the way you'll learn and unlock commands as you progress throughout the game. Notice when these came on, how they slid in and just for a second, like there was on springs. They didn't just go slide in, did they? And notice as when you touch them, how they turn flat against the screen. As they stand, look, they're just tilting out from the screen, but as you go over them, it's those little attention to details. The fact that this is constantly moving, only a little bit at a time, not over the top, but enough for you to notice. It just makes this screen, even though it's static, come to life. Just those little touches and a well chosen sound effect. Now I'm not going to do these, I'm going to do that one, which is recommended for the beginners, and I am a huge beginner, so watch this. Choose a set of colours. Well, I'm going to go for green and blue. The last thing, please read agreement carefully. Again, lovely, gentle humour. I love it. I love the presentation of this. I haven't pressed... No, that is cool. That is so cool. That is so cool, Slim. I have not tried that. That is such a lovely little touch. Wonderful little touch. Perfect. Once you have solved at least 20 puzzles, press the Upload AI button on the starting menu, and we'll upload your robot with it. Update your robot with it, sorry. Look at this nice little screen you've got here. These squares, even though they're in a menu, are highlighted. Even though I'm just background, but they highlight when you touch them. No need to have done that, but it's done it. Again, that meticulous attention to detail. Those touches that professional teams would have put in. You got the options, you got the scores, you got the credits, you got the exit, and you got the start. Look at that. See how that screen whizzed around? Wasn't that just cool? Now you got the basics, and I've got to unlock all these. There are 25 puzzles in all, and Slurm said it pretty much takes you over an hour to complete. Probably take me 2.5 to 3. But let's begin, shall we, with the basics. Nicely, simply laid out. Again, there's that thing where even though it's not really part of the game, it still highlights the squares. All these little touches just make it that bit more professional. and it feels less dead around these areas. It feels interactive. It's cool. See that? Just look at these little touches. Just as I was pointing out with man, chicken, turtle. Just these little touches that you may take for granted. Don't. Watch the tutorial and watch the block. And the sound effect. Just watch that beautiful little touch. Watch it. That is such a perfectly chosen sound effect. And the sound of that the speed that word tutorial, the speed is chosen for it to go above the block is perfection. I bet he tweaked that quite a bit. And it spins. Now we play the game. Welcome to your first programming puzzle. Let me guide you through the options you will have to help. D3V stroke. You can exit at the bottom here, look. This is where your Dev Zero is that. Yes, Dev Zero robot will move. You cannot control him directly. You'll have to program a series of commands and execute them. This is the programming board. We'll edit and execute your program. Enter your commands in a cell by hovering over it with your imp and pressing buttons on the D-pad. You will unlock more commands as you progress. This is where you execute your program. You'll be able to use these buttons after the tutorial. Press play to start, rewind to the starting position, and reset everything, including the commands. Each level has a different goal. This is where you'll see it. Write a program to achieve this goal and complete the level. This all looks rather intimidating, I do realise, but it isn't that difficult. I know because I can do it. If you forgot the controls, press the question mark button. To check the robot manual, you can exit the level by pressing the home button. Now it's time to play. Have fun. Right, so the idea is to get this robot from here to here. So we will go 1, 2, 3 forward and a right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 forward, and we will execute. Bingo! I solved the puzzle. Pretty straightforward, eh? Pretty straightforward. That's the gist of the whole thing. But it gets more complicated. So move on to the next level. You can now change the number of times a command in a cell will be executed. You might think that's a bit irrelevant, but it isn't when you've got limited space and limited amount of squares to move. You suddenly realise it's not quite as simple as you think. This is just the beginners, don't forget. I've not got to the complicated stuff, but even some of the beginners ones had me scratching my head for a little while, which is good. Enter your command in a cell by pressing L1 and R1 on this cell. You changed it, yes. I'm sure you can read that. So, we need forward, but we need to go forward 1, 2, 3, 5 times. Then we need to turn it left. Oh no, sorry, right. Then we need to go 4 times. 1, 2, 4. Then we need to turn it right again. Remember, you're looking from the robot's perspective. This is what threw me a little bit to start with. I was looking from this perspective. And then we need to go 5 again, forward. So, let's see if I got it right. I hope I did, because I'd look a right bake if I didn't. Nice! I solved the puzzle. Right. That was a maze. This is a switch. Did you notice you can get a star on the circle? and command scores. Try to get both on each level. But be careful, sometimes you'll have to unlock new commands to get them. Nice, nice. So there's a reason to go back to do a level to get a higher score. So I'll just do the maze and we'll call that it. Because it gets a bit complicated. So, this may look straightforward. You're thinking down, down, right. Forward, forward, right. Forward one. Left. Forward, forward, right. Forward, forward, right. And you've done it. Nope. Unfortunately, when you start doing that, you do not have enough command slots to get it done. So the answer is a little more complicated. The short distance is deceptive. It's the long distance with less. You're looking for less moves, less commands necessary. So it's forward, and then it's left. I think, looking from its perspective. Left, then forward 3, then left again, then forward. How many did we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then left again. Then forward 5, I believe. Yes. Then left again. And then forward 5 again. Let's see if I got that one right. Play, please. Oh yes. Is this cool or what? Is this cool or what? That is awesome, isn't it? Now, that one more complicated. So I'm just going to have a quick look at this one and we'll end on this one. I may not be able to do it. We'll just have a look at this one. So, there's the key. Now, where does the key fit in? I'm assuming on this. So, forward 4. Right. It's just going to have to be trial and error, I think, for a little while. Then we'll go forward 6. See if it's that simple. No. Okay. So you rewind it. So where would I get across there? Can I use this to use as a bridge? Right, okay. We'll reset that. We'll go 4. Then we'll do a turn, which will be 180. I think it's 180, yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. And then we'll go 4 again. Then we'll do a left. Then we'll do a forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we'll do a left. And then we'll do a 5. Pray damn right, folks. I'd love to end on a high note. Oh, you beauty! And I nailed it! And that, my friends, is this game. Isn't that just amazing? And evidently there's 25 puzzles in all. 5 in each section. So yeah, fantastic. I'm so pleased to be able to bring you this preview. It's wonderful. Wonderful. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you on another one.